Hi everybody. I know it's been a while since I've made an actual video. Anybody that's read my community tab will understand why I have taken so long to get back to doing things. It's been a hard road, and it's going to be a lot harder because I still have 6 cats and 1 dog that are aging out. So I have to do things to distract myself right now. If I don't know, I have to. Let's just put it that way. Alright, I'm going to get to the video here. Okay, as you can see, I have my scale, which means I will be using the casting powder at a 3:1 because I would like to get rid of the 3:1. I'm more comfortable using the 10:3 casting powders. We have here a jar mold. I'm not doing anything totally fancy with it. I don't have the attention span for that right now. So I'll be casting it in the powder. And I'm going to be adding colorant, which is just mica powder. This is a brand that came from Temu. And it's a very beautiful blue. I'm not sure what my purpose of doing this is, other than distraction. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I put 400 grams in here. And yes, I'm using this little doodad. I hope it's going to make it easier to pour into the mold. And in order to get the powder to go as dark as I possibly can, I'm just going to do a big amount. Now there's no water in here yet. And I do have a lot of ventilation going right now. And I'm adding it to the powder first. So that it mixes more properly. And so I'm going to move this out of the way for a moment. Clean up the loose powder here. I do have a paint mixing stick for this. Maybe in some more of my off time, I will sand these sticks down like I normally do ahead of time so that I don't have as many burrs or splinters in it. Set that aside. And then just gently mix this in. Alright, I'm going to put you on pause while I finish getting this in. No sense in you watching that. Now, just on the off chance I have way too much for this little jar set here, I brought out the large bowl. It's got some marks in it. It's got extra silicone, apparently. Okay, I got that out of there. But if I do it in Resin-crete or casting powders of any kind, that's fine. Alright, since I have 400 in here, 400 grams in here, I need to put 134 grams of water. So I'll make that tear out real quick. Alright, let's do 134 grams of water. I could have just poured from the big bottle, but then I'd probably pour too much, and that would be a problem, of course. I better pour some from the big bottle because I'm starting to run out of the little one, so just a moment here. Ooh, 133. Okay, let's put that extra. And the 134. Alright, let's get it mixed up. I'll go ahead and move this out of the way. Get these reset here. Okay, get this mixed up real fast. You may not be able to see me doing this. I've got a small area in which I'm working, so I'm stirring while I'm moving things. Pull up all that powder from the bottom. I'm using the paint mixing stick because it's stronger. Try to wipe some of that off on the side here. And it is wider, but that becomes a problem along the edges, so you got to really dig into those edges. Because I can see at the bottom here, there's a little bit of white. That is really thick. I'm going to add a little bit more water to that. I think these 3-to-1 casting powders are a little wrong. I really do. Sure that mica is getting completely and thoroughly mixed in. Get it off the bottom. Okay. I'm going to place some in here first. squishy it up in there a little bit. Try to make sure we get bubbles to come to the surface there. Sorry, I hit the camera, my hand's up high. Okay, I'm going to stop right there for a second. Let's get this lid. Fill up some more of this. I do want to top it as well as possible. Get the bubbles out of this. I'm just going to stick my fingers right in there. Pull that lid up. Let it down gently. There we go. Make sure I squish that tip here. Let's just wipe that back off in there. Make sure we got this filled. A little bit more in here. And before it begins completely solidifying, let's slide it down in here. Sorry if I'm in the way. I'm going for this as fast as I can so I don't have too huge a mess to clean up. And I never worry about what's inside the mixer bowl because it gets turned into stuff or terrazzo. And those few little drips on here won't bother me either. Just going to put a few more. How's that? Spread it around a little bit. Alright, let's make sure that this has got no bubbles at the bottom. Sorry, I know I've moved it out of the screen, but okay, let's put it back down. Make sure it's as in shape as it can be. Do a little cleanup real quick, and then I'll put you on pause while this solidifies. Alright, back in a minute. I can't. Okay, this is ready to unmold. So let's see how it goes. Now, from experience, if you use those dyes that come with the casting powders, usually you'll end up with your hands dyed too, because the dye surfaces. And so what I like to do, and this wasn't dye, this was of course just mica powder, but what I like to do is just try to clean the top, or in this case the underside, off first. Got of course a little bit of over from pouring it, so just removing that piece. Now I haven't leveled my table yet after I moved it, but it looks to me like it was leveled pretty good, so I'm happy with that. Okay, It's going to need a little bit of sanding, but that's it. Get these pieces off of here, and let's try to get this unmolded. First time using this mold. Yes, Timu mold. I hope I got all the air pockets out when I was doing this. Seems to be a very stretchy mold, so hopefully it won't give me too many issues unmolding. Because right now my assistant is in bed asleep, and it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes after 4 a.m. Okay, I got one bubble there. Trying not to dig it up with my thumbnails. So far, so good. Just the one. But the test comes when we try to pull that handle piece out of the top. And if you've used casting powders before, you'll notice that your item feels damp when you're bringing it out if you don't let it cure for, say, 3 or 4 days in the mold, and that's fine. I just prefer to remove it as soon as possible in case I need to use it again. Oh my goodness. These pieces here on the side for stability become a problem. There we go. It's coming out. And I think I missed the top piece there. But that's okay. Maybe I'll just glue a little gem thing on there. Stick that out of the way, get this mold right side out. There we go. Oh, I'm sure this one here is going to become a much worse problem. Many, many, many places for bubbles to gather. You'll notice I just picked it up, it was upside down. That's to help let the heat dissipate from the inside here. Get it loosened up. Okay, this part of the mold is definitely a lot more rigid. For the large bowl, I added another 220 grams of powder, but it didn't fill it. And I'm out of that 3-to-1 now. So I'm going to use the rest of my Tea Expert Pure Cure to fill it. Holy moly. They need like a shoehorn or something for in here. Ooh. Ouch. Those ridges are really bad on the fingers. Try to open it a little bit more again. Turn it upside down. Okay. There we go on that part. And as you'll notice, it left residue. Pretty deep down in there. I'll just leave it this way until I can clean all this off. See how well it comes off with the baby wipe. Not really, huh? So, let me show you. Well, I can't show you because I don't have it with me. But when you have difficult to clean molds with residue still sticking to it, the best way to clean them is to grab a hold of some hand lotion, and it's got enough oils in it that it will help lift these off, and then you just wash it with soap and water. Let's go ahead and turn it back right side out. I wish I could ask you guys if you want to see the bowl unmolded, but I'm going to leave that for a little bit later, another video or something. But alright, let's inspect. I do see one tip with a bubble problem. There's a bubble right there. One right here. Here. Okay, one here, or a couple there. One there. One there. But I didn't do so bad with the top part. Now the good thing is about this is that I have plans for embellishing it. So I will show you the embellishments when I show you the bowl. Alright, everybody. Take care of yourselves. If you are grieving over the loss of a loved one, whether they're human or they have 4 legs, or even if they swim and have no legs, I suggest that you talk it out with a friend. These days I don't have anybody to talk to anymore, so I'm talking to you all. And I appreciate very much those who commented on my 2 community posts. I appreciate the sentiment behind it, and that you took the time to read it and respond. I've got, like I said, I think at the beginning of the video, 6 more cats and 1 dog that is aging out. And they're all at around the same age, so they'll start going quickly here, and I will post videos as I can. And I probably will not post another community page about any more that dye because it's just been a really hard road. Anyway, forget the spiel. Y'all peace out. Love you.